Deuteronomy 32:20. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be, for they are very froward generation, children in whom is no faith. That's talking about the Israelites, but also everybody else around here around this time. Habakkuk 2:4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Alright. Matthew 6:30. Wherefore, if Yahweh so clothe the grass of the field, which today is and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you, O ye of little faith? And I've been going on about this guy, but this is not just about him. It's about all the Christian community. I'm gonna leave it on there because that's alright. That says it all. The just shall live by faith. So these Christians in these churches, they don't have any faith. They don't have any faith. They can't. They cannot have faith if they're doing stuff like this. When you kill yourself, you're killing the image of the Most High. So if you're killing your own image, the image of the Most High, that is considered blasphemy. That is blasphemy. So these people, pretty much everywhere, and there's some Bible reading Christians, call them Bible thumpers. They believe in the word, I guess, to a certain extent, where they practice it pretty well. Not only that, they know not to do stuff. They know they shouldn't do. They shouldn't do things like. They know about not killing themselves. They know about keeping the law, but they don't do it. It's hard enough to do it as an Israelite. How much more as a heathen-ass Christian? And there could be our people caught up in that baloney. And the reason why we know is because throughout the history of Judah and Israel, there has been many dispersions. Like the Assyrians, they got rid of the 10 tribes. They didn't get rid of them, but we decided to leave. But we came to where no man dwelt before. So then that separated the house of Judah from the house of Israel. So that's a good example of being spread out, separated, dispersed. Okay? So basically, these people that don't believe, they don't have any faith. So if you don't have faith, you don't believe. So how are you going to believe we're Israelites if you don't believe that we got scattered? How can you say that the Israelite people are done away with when we're still here? You don't study history. You don't understand history. Because throughout all the captivities, Assyrian, Babylonian, Medo-Persian, Greek and Roman, all that history is not just history. There's a lot of in between that history that needs to be meditated upon. Like, for example, every time there was war with Israel and Judah, there had to be a dispersion, and people got captured. Just look at that coin that has Judah Capta on it. The same. There's a dispersion. So people get separated from their land when wars happen. People get separated from their families when war happens. People get separated from their identity in the course of time through the dispersion of wars. And you just got to believe, because of the evidence sake, if you don't have faith. But if you have faith, you believe it right away. You're like, oh yeah, man, I have an inclination towards this. This is what it is. So the dispersion is a very real thing. It's a very real thing. And it happens all the time. There's refugees in all kinds of parts of the world now, from the Bahamas, I guess, because of the earthquake, the hurricane. Not only that, there's Libya. Yeah, Libya. There's a bunch of refugees. Basically, you just don't. I'm talking to you Christians and people who don't believe that we're Hebrew Israelites, that Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are Hebrew Israelites, the Lord's chosen people. You don't have a decent working brain, a functioning brain. The evidence is overwhelming. I'm trying to explain what happens when war comes about. There's always a dispersion. Like those fucking immigrants, the immigrant of caravans, that's a sort of dispersion. That is a dispersion. Okay, so that's real. That's happening right now in our time, in the current times. So just imagine if there was war. Wouldn't there be a dispersion again? That's why they have what's it called? Military martial law. When they close off roads and all that shit. But the thing about the United States is there can't be, because of the posse comitatus, there can't be any U.S. troops on U.S. soil during a wartime or whatever, or during peacetime. I need to review it. It's always good to review it. But according to that law, you can't have U.S. soldiers in the country. So how are you gonna have military? How are you gonna have martial law? There's gonna have to be an outside force coming in. And man, you guys are fucking stupid if you don't believe that the New World Order has already been established and is coming in. They're gonna push the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. So, and that's another example. So the United States military cannot put their forces, their troops on U.S. soil. So they get rid of the U.S. military and they bring in the new military that protects the new currency or defends the new currency. Because the currency only has value to those who want it. For example, if I want to sell this car, the car that I own right now, and I sell it for, let's say, 20,000 racks, I'm not gonna want Bitcoin. I'm not gonna want euros. I'm not gonna want fucking pesos. I'm gonna want whatever the current time is using, U.S. dollars, the FRNs. And I'm not saying I want FRNs. I'm just giving you an example, okay? So the dispersion is real. So that pastor that killed himself, he could have been a Jake. Could have been. You know how sensitive Jakes are. Dumbass. But he was most likely not. Because Jake could turn a bad situation into a good thing. And that's for reals. We always turn bad situations into a good thing. Like when we were leaving out of Egypt, the Lord gave us permission to jack Egypt. Went to our neighbors and basically jacked their shit. Give me all your fucking gold and silver. We're taking it. But that's only if you have faith. You can only turn a bad thing into a good thing if you have faith. So I'm here in my destination. With that, I'm going to say shalom.